Welcome one, welcome all to the Multicultural Misfits podcast. To the left of me, I have my wonderful co-host.
Oh, God, it's Jordan. I never go first on this one.
Oh, he never goes first. It feels good,
we'll
right?
switch it up. From now on, I'll go third for like the next 3 months.
It'll just bounce
Hey, you
over
haven't been introduced yet. You can't talk.
That's right.
They don't know who you are.
Get him out of here.
My
Get him outta here.
name's Charlie. No, I'm just kidding. It's Omar.
This is a wonderful Omar to the right of me. Today we're shooting an undisclosed location. It's an underground bunker.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't tell the good people where we're at.
Yeah, you don't know what country we're in.
This
You'll
is
never find out.
Fallout.
Post-fallout.
Post-fallout.
We're coming to you guys from 2052.
Yeah, we're actually just having a funny conversation about like how when you're sitting down, right, and you want to be comfortable, what's the best position to be like sitting down in comfortably, right?
Mm.
Or like when you're in a chair or something like that. And Omar and Jordan were just crossing their legs, and I thought that was hilarious. Like
Real hard like this.
yeah, like a lady. Like we fold the leg over the other leg. Instead of like, you know, the classic guy move where you do the L, you put the ankle over the knee, and then the other leg is on the floor. So you have like an L.
The problem with the L, though, is whatever leg you have up here, for one, it's certainly going to fall asleep.
Yeah.
That's a given. There's no way any blood is circulating over there. And then, once you put it down, like, you feel like your joint, like, you got to get up and crack it. Like, you feel like that. And then you got to switch over. I don't know. This one right here, you get the lady one, thigh on thigh.
It's pretty comfy.
Look at that. It's not bad. Besides the nuts.
You know, the nuts.
You might as well just
Yeah.
cut off your balls at that
You
point.
basically, but that makes you think. I wonder, you hold it like this for a long time.
I
What
mean, if
problems
you
are we
think
going to
about
have? It's going to start to hurt.
Balls highly inefficient.
They are, man.
Jeans and shorts, bad
They're
times.
so sensitive. Like, I wonder what the reasoning was behind like
Behind
having
making balls.
yeah, like why are they like that? Like the lady, they have their shit like inside. You know what I mean? Like inside
Yeah,
their
why
body.
does it hang out? That's true.
I'm talking like we can have a conversation with the person who made us. And like, why'd you do it that way?
What was the point?
Come down here. We need to speak to you.
Yeah, I'll speak to your manager.
Why would you have them hanging out like that? It's so dumb. Why aren't they in me?
Exactly. They're
They
so
serve no
vulnerable.
purpose. Like being out, protruding out from my body, they serve no purpose.
Did y'all ever hear that joke? Like, I don't know if it was a joke. Well, it was like a rumor or something. When I was a kid, at least, when you're in a young age and you wonder about your balls, and you're like, dang, can I get my thing to get bigger? And some dude in I think I was like 6th grade, he was like, yo, the amount of penis you have outside is the amount that you have inside. And there's a surgery you can do to extend it.
Dude,
And I
we've
was
talked
like,
about this
not
before.
that far,
I don't
not
think
that
you can
far,
do it.
though.
I don't think you can do it, man.
I was like, first off, I would have heard of this.
No,
Yeah,
you can.
I
You
would've heard of
can.
it.
Yeah,
It'd be
you
way
gain
more
at least an
widespread.
inch, but like I think it's mostly flaccid. I don't think your hard dick is any bigger. I think your flat. I think it just shows more of your flaccid. But I could be wrong. I'm certain though that
sounds
there
so
is a
strange.
procedure that helps like grow it.
Imagine if it comes out and it's like a whole different color.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's just like bleach white.
Have you guys ever sat on your balls?
Yes.
I haven't.
I
It's
did that
not
like,
fun.
for the first time recently, and it was very painful. Like I sat down, I sat down real quick onto my chair, my office chair, and I just went
Like a cat.
Yeah, like bounced right back up. I was like and I had to like shuffle and rerun. Isn't it weird? Like as a guy, ladies can't empathize with the struggles of men.
I'm sorry, we're mansplaining.
We're
Right now.
we're
They
about to
get hit in the tit,
sorry, we're about to mansplain a little bit. The struggles of being a man and having
Yeah.
balls, but you constantly have to like readjust them as you're like walking around. You know
the
what I mean? And then it
worst.
looks really like perverted, but you're just readjusting the boys.
I'm like, bro, I'm
You have
uncomfortable.
to sometimes.
Yeah, but like
Yeah.
imagine like
Especially during the summer when it's hot.
exactly, it gets sticky, it sticks to your leg. Imagine a girl sees you and you're adjusting your guys, and she's gonna be like,
Yeah.
"Is he playing with himself?"
Imagine you think you're alone at a store and you're fixing your nuts. You turn around like a 180, and there's a woman just staring at you behind you,
Just
like
disgusted.
pervert, and just walks away.
Have you ever been like digging in your ass? Did you do that?
Yes,
or like
at
digging,
the gym mostly.
like digging aggressively, but like you got to check before you do it. You look over your shoulder, you look both ways, and then you just start like digging aggressively,
Yeah, looking for treasure.
and then you got to smell it afterwards.
Wow.
Get a little sample.
I got a problem with. See, I wear. What do y'all wear? Like, you guys wear briefs. You guys wear boxers. You guys wear
I wear
undies, tidy whities.
Whitey tighties.
what's it? Boxer briefs.
So they're long, but they're tight.
Yeah.
I wear those too. Boxer
So
briefs.
I do a combination. So I do some days I wear boxers and some days I wear boxer briefs.
Oh, I thought you said Sundays. I was like, wow.
Sunday.
Sundays are for boxer briefs. I forgot where I was going with this. Well, basically, when you're wearing boxer briefs, everything feels tight, and you gotta like readjust often. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
feel like I have to readjust a lot more often than I would if I was wearing boxers.
Boxer briefs, I mean, yeah, sometimes,
But the whole thing's in place. There's
But you
pros
know-
and cons
yeah.
to it all.
You know they lower your sperm count.
I've heard things
Oh,
like
yeah,
that. Is
that's
that
good
true?
with me.
'Cause
Yeah, you're gonna have some dead babies.
hot laptops
you're gonna
too.
be,
Apparently,
you're gonna be shooting out some little like defunct chromosome kids or whatever.
Half of them are dead in the load.
Half of them are dead in the load.
Half of them
The
are already
orphan
dead.
sperm. Good old orphan sperm.
Bro, I remember when people used to say like you smoke seeds and stems and stuff like that from weed to lower your sperm count. And
That's so stupid.
I used to think to myself, that's perfect. I don't want to get anyone pregnant. That's awesome.
Wait, so I should do more of this.
I should do more of this. Oh my god. What a Jesus Christ. What a heavy thing to find out if you find out you're like barren. Man or woman.
All from wearing boxer briefs your entire life.
Doctor's like you shouldn't have fucking worn them. You
should've
shouldn't have
got
worn
the
them.
boxers.
You shouldn't have worn boxers.
You should have got the
briefs.
boxers.
It was
just
a
only
mistake.
$3 extra. But look at you now.
And honestly, boxers is just so much more comfortable in my opinion.
I just can't find a good pair of boxers. The inseam is always way too high.
That's
Yeah.
very true. There are
I
not
feel like
many.
an 80-year-old
Yeah.
pulling them up on me.
Like you sit
True,
down
man.
and like the thread, like the inseam part, will cut your balls in half,
And-
and one's on the left, one's on the right, and it's
Yep.
not comfy.
That's happening to me right now.
I hate it.
There's not a lot of good pairs of boxers out there. Like I used to buy back in like high school and like early college. Tommy Hilfiger used to make really really nice boxers, and you could find them at Marshalls, like really really high quality. Omar's wearing some right now.
Now.
I got that problem though with them sometimes.
They used to make really high quality boxers, but I haven't really been able to find them, or I don't know if they stopped making them or something like that. But I love those. I wore them so much they eventually had holes and they were tearing.
Oh, man.
I
That's
had
how
to
you
just
know
throw
you
them
love
away.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got splits in like 3 of my 5 pairs of boxers that I bought in the same package. I got some polka dot ones. You guys have any lucky boxers?
Oh, yes.
Lucky
That you guys,
brand?
yeah.
Yes.
Like let's
I-
say
I
you're going
tried.
out with a chick. No, not Lucky Brand. Like Lucky boxers that you.
Oh, like
yeah,
lucky boxers.
that you personally believe like these things are
Nah,
gonna
I
help me out.
I don't believe in lucky.
I'm gonna get a better grade if I have these on. I might get some pussy if I have
Yeah.
these on.
I for sure have that.
You do?
Yeah, that they perfectly accentuate my balls. They make them look.
They make everything
they
look
get the
nice.
curvature of everything.
You see the bottom curvature of each of them.
Even though even though they only see them for like 5 seconds, it doesn't even matter.
Wait, so this brings me to a greater topic. You guys believe in luck?
In luck,
Yeah.
yes,
I want to so
100.
badly, but if we get down to it fundamentally, probably not.
There's nothing like you
Yeah.
know how they say like, oh,
Some
you can't
proof.
split a pole. I do it every time.
Yeah.
I split a pole. I'll walk under a ladder.
I'll still avoid that
I'll
stuff.
fuck
though.
a black cat. I don't care.
I'll fucking do it.
I'll fucking do it, man.
Wait, y'all
It's
talking
30
about
years of bad luck.
Y'all talking about superstitions or luck?
I mean, what's the difference?
It all kind of falls into.
I think luck. Like you can be like in a lucky situation that you just look around and you're just like, bro, I have no reason being here.
No, but like, does anything ever happen where you think like this has altered my luck? Like this has
Yeah,
brought it
yeah,
down?
that's-
Or
that's
up?
a-
no,
That's a good question. The way Omar's framing
Yeah,
it is a good question.
because there are situations where I'm like, actually, just yesterday I was thinking that, and then something very unlucky happened at the end of the night. But all day I was like, everything's going really well.
What
Like I
happened?
feel very lucky. The
What
bad
happened?
thing,
Yeah, what happened?
I got out of work. I can't tell you any of the lucky things. I can't. It was just like catching lights and like stuff like that. Like everything was just going well for me.
Oh yeah.
And
Ooh,
I
those are the worst days because you're like everything is just fine, and then you just blindsided with a big old issue.
it's just too
like,
perfect.
yeah.
Yeah. Or even if it's a minuscule issue, now you're like, well, this is a big deal because I haven't had any other ones all day.
I was having a good day.
I was having a good day. This is a big problem.
That's funny.
So I get out of my job. I'm leaving my job. It's in like this little busy parking lot. And I go to my car, and you get in your job, you get in your car after work, and like you kind of just sit there for 5 minutes. You don't get right in there and accelerate and get the fuck out of there. At least
Oh,
I don't.
I do.
did.
Y'all do?
I did.
I fucking jet.
I turn that
gas
hoe
out.
on. I sit down for 5 minutes. I check Instagram maybe.
You're crazy.
Get me out of that
Get
place.
me home,
I get
dude.
the
Out of
headphones
my
plugged in.
work. I bet you're one of those people who comes home from work. It doesn't change right away.
No. Come on.
Those people
Don't
are
pay me
sick.
out
I would
of
take
that
off in the
type of
car if I
animal.
could.
Those people are sick, man.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Or like people who wear jeans in bed, or like pants in bed.
That's weird.
That's horrible.
That's weird.
horrible.
That's a
weird.
sick crime.
So I walk out. I'm sitting in my car, and then I'm gonna come over to AB's afterwards. Like that was the plan. We were gonna go watch a UFC fight over there. So I'm sitting in my car, and I start reversing out. And as I'm turning the wheel, it starts to feel like really like it's not like the friction. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of like jammed.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to turn it. It's turning very rough, and I'm like, oh, this is a problem. I can already tell, like, this is a problem for sure. So I pull back in, and I'm looking at everything, and I'm looking at all the dials, and everything looks okay. And I'm like, what? Like, what's the problem? And then all of a sudden, the, like, battery sensor turns on. I don't know what. I get out of the car, and I'm like, fuck, is it a battery problem? So I'm looking at the car from the outside, and I look down, and I smell some, like, fish. You know what I mean? Like some fishy sort of smell.
Yeah.
I look down.
It's a coochie.
It's a coochie. It's a dirty coochie. It's a girl with her legs
it's a woman
spread
with-
wide open.
It's a homeless woman with her legs spread wide open sitting under my car.
Dirty coochie emanating out from under Omar's car.
Of course, I should have known.
Damn it, I should have known.
Drats, I should have known. So I get down there, and there's a bunch of liquid like spilling out of my car. Like someone has a jug, and they're just like a Gatorade bottle, and they're just squirting it down there.
Jesus.
And I can smell it, and I recognize the fluid, but I don't remember what the smell was. It ended up being coolant. Some pipe in my car busted and like the coolant just like exploded. Like I opened the hood and there's coolant all over everything. And
man.
dripping out of the bottom of the car.
God.
So I'm just looking at it like fuck my life. I had to call my friend. He came, fixed it, blah blah blah. But I really hope it doesn't happen again because I don't know what caused it.
Yeah.
I think the little clip that holds the tube just came loose a little bit.
Dude,
but the hell busted in there.
I fucking hate car problems. Like I hate like there's so much shit and like maintenance that you have to do with these stupid fucking gas powered cars.
Fix yourself, car.
Work.
Yeah,
Just work.
Why can't
I buy you?
I'm
work.
saying, Jordan. Why
Yeah.
can't I just buy it and it just works? I don't have to do shit.
It's like 5 years. Like, tell me, this car will work 4 or 5 years. After 5 years, something could happen. But for those 5 years, it will work.
it's so annoying, man.
I would
And then
love that.
what makes it worse is like the whole process of like fixing a car. Or like,
Oh my god.
if you want to go to the real manufacturer, it's way more money. But if you want to get
every
it done
time.
cheaply, they mess up the car even more.
Yeah, bro.
So it's like.
And if you want to get there's no way to get like a cheap car. Like, there's no really trustworthy way to buy a cheaper car or like buy from a person. Because you don't know. I mean, you can see the salvage title and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah, people
but you
have
never
done-
know
oh,
what
it's-
kind of
it's still
corners
sketchy.
people cut when they're
Yeah.
selling you that car.
People have done all kinds of shady shit. I remember a long time ago when I was like about to graduate high school, or as my senior year of high school, my parents wanted to get me a car because we had came into some money, and like we were looking up like what kind of cars to get, right? So my dad had found, I think it was a Honda Civic, and it was like a pretty recent year. It was like pretty cheap, and we were just like, that's a really good deal. It might be like too good to be true. And the guy was like telling my dad about it. He's like, yeah, we can meet up. I'll let you test drive it, whatever. So my dad got the Carfax on it. This thing had been in like accidents, and that the guy hadn't put that on like the Craigslist post, I think. And also like the odometer had like false information. Like the guy had gotten pinged before for like trying to turn back the odometer and doing shit like fucking with it.
What? That's
Isn't
the
it
thing I
sketchy
always
as
think
hell?
of. Yeah, that seems like the easiest way to do that. But you know what sucks? I bet you like a week later, some dumbass, some poor sap.
still bought it.
Yeah, went over there. They didn't know.
Yep.
They had no idea. Like, what? 40K miles? Awesome. That has like 100 on it.
That's why I say, bro, just go to a dealership and just take.
But then they fuck you too. With
but they're more reliable at least
they mark up every car and they fuck you on the fees.
because they know they're reliable.
No one's looking out for you, man.
No
No
one's-
one's
Yeah.
nice. Like,
Not in
everyone's
the
trying
car
to cut
industry.
corners and fuck you over in some way.
That's why we should all just get Teslas.
Yes, we should. Elon.
Make them cheaper, please.
Where's my car?
Where's my fucking car, Elon?
Yeah, man.
They just opened one down on Westheimer near like Memorial.
Yeah, it's been there.
I want a Cybertruck.
Well, the
Yeah.
building,
Well,
the
but
building has been there.
The building's been there, but now they got like a few dozen Teslas parked outside. And I'm like,
okay.
bro, they're trusting Westheimer a little bit too much.
Yeah, that's kind of odd.
Who's to say like a
I mean,
homeless
dude,
guy's
those
gonna swing
Teslas-
by and key them all?
Teslas have cameras on everything.
You think
I
that's
mean,
gonna
but
stop
a guy
the
who
homeless
has
man?
a guy who has like
Nothing to lose.
nothing to lose.
Dude, they'll catch his ass and throw him in jail because they have cameras on. Imagine every single car in the parking lot has like super advanced cameras on it.
That's true.
So they're gonna be able to catch
They
anything.
go into
these
alert
people
mode,
do.
chase him down.
Yeah,
The cars themselves.
Homeless people don't
They
go
start
far.
swaying side to side.
Homeless people, they have their areas.
They can't get far.
Yeah, they can only walk so far,
They don't know
it's
what's
true.
past
and they have like their prime
My stuff's
begging
all the
corner.
way back there. I can't
Yeah.
just leave it.
Exactly. Think about
Some
it.
other homeless guy's gonna take it.
It's competition on the streets.
It's homeless world out here.
All I know is Westheimer. You think I can leave?
Wait, so do you guys think like homeless people have relationships?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Do you think they have relationships with non-homeless people?
dude. Yeah. Wait, I actually have a story about that. So I don't know if I ever told you. I don't think I did. I worked in downtown before, and there was like a church right by my job. And there used to be homeless people chilling out there all the time, and there were like some little areas where there's roofing, like near the doors and stuff like that. And there used to be this one chick who would always sleep there. She had like a whole setup, like like a blanket, like a nice fuzzy blanket laid out, pillows, all that shit. So one day I'm walking out, and I look at her and I see, and she's got a dude with her, and they're watching a movie on an iPad together,
Oh,
and it's plugged in.
that's
So I don't
love.
know if he's got like a wireless thing or like if there's just an outlet out there that she hasn't been able to use. And then I started going out, and I would say like once a week they'd be together out there
That's tight.
for like 2 months.
That's probably the
It is
best.
kinda tight, yeah.
That's probably the best device to have as a homeless person.
An
An
iPad?
iPad?
Yeah.
Because you don't need service like to get it or to really use it.
But you need internet.
That's true.
Just go in
But you
Starbucks.
can, yeah, Starbucks, McDonald's.
Just go download a few movies,
buy
delete
you a
them,
cup of
download
ice.
some more.
Come on, man.
Buy
Get
a
you
cup of
iPad.
I should be free.
I should be free.
Go steal you a little
Nah, it's
wireless battery from.
Just give me $1 for ice. kind of fucking world would that be?
$1 for
You
ice.
want the ice?
That's ridiculous.
You got to pay for it.
You know what be pissing me off, bro? I'm a big water drinker. I don't drink very much. I don't drink soda at all. And like I barely ever drink like other fountain drinks like High C, shit like that. They don't even make that anymore. I don't know why I said High C.
They do make High C.
They do make High C?
I
Yeah.
got High C the other day.
I miss High C. I haven't had High C in a long
You
time.
can go to Wendy's and get you a nice crisp High C.
Wendy's, I'll be paying you a visit later. and I sometimes I ask people like I want a water, but I don't want a water bottle because they're gonna fuck me over with like a 16.9 fucking fluid ounce shit for like $2.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, can you please give me like the biggest water you can give me in a cup, in a regular like fountain cup? And I'm like, you can charge me, it's fine. Every time I go up, they're like, oh no, I'm not gonna charge you. I'm like, cool. They give me the cup. It's never a big one. It's always a
always a
tiny
little
one,
one.
A
and
little
it's
baby
always
cup.
filled with ice. I'm like, I told you in the thing you could charge me. I wanted I wanted a large cup filled with water.
Yeah, they always give you the little water cup. It's always the same thing everywhere.
Dude,
They
I
don't
feel
care.
like all fucking like fast food restaurant drinks are just disgusting. Like even the water, because I feel like they barely ever clean that shit. But then again,
yeah,
I don't know.
that's-
I've never worked
Oh,
that
yeah,
way.
they gotta-
I
They
feel
do never clean it.
I feel like it's just never clean. They just like, and I think it's all in like bags. Like they just give you like they has like the bags are plugged in there into the like machine, and then people just press the thing, and it presses on the bag to let the soda out.
It's weird.
It's
and
basically like a like wine in a box.
Yeah,
think-
yeah.
is it liquid or is it powder?
It's liquid.
It has to be liquid.
It has okay.
Yeah.
If it was powder, Jesus Christ.
Because I've seen what AB's talking about. It's legit in a big cardboard box,
Yeah.
heavy as fuck, like 50
Yeah.
pounds. You try to pick up, it's like a block. I thought it was actually powder in there.
And they have
I
it
thought
for
that's why it was so heavy.
all the different things for like the Fanta, each one.
Yeah, and it all plugs into hoses. Yes, you're right. They probably don't drain those hoses very often.
the one
Probably
thing I
never.
don't like is the Coca-Cola ones where it has like 80 different sodas in the one
like
thing.
at Fuddruckers?
Because they
Are you-
all taste the same.
Wait, are you talking about like the red machine and it has like a touch
It has-
screen? You
yeah.
can be like, I want this one to be jizz flavored or whatever the
Exactly.
fuck you want it to be, you know?
Now that's the future.
That's the future.
That's the future, dude. Those Fuddrucker spots, jizz flavor. No, but those Fuddrucker spots, dude, where they have those like fountain, like touchscreen fountain things.
Yeah, the
Those are
creativity to
awesome.
do that, but I wish you could do that with a burger. You know, McDonald's actually has that at a lot of McDonald's now, where they have like
Yeah.
it's almost like a little iPad, and you go up to it, and you can actually put in like what kind of burger you want, and you can like switch out things, add things, put in like things that you wouldn't usually.
and the workers
get.
give you a dirty look while you do
They
it.
they're just giving you like this fucking monotone ass look, and they're just fucking spinning your burger and put it together. Oh, you want a custom burger, do you? Oh, you want a custom
Oh,
burger?
really?
Sure
From
thing.
McDonald's? Bitch, this isn't fucking Fuddruckers.
It's either Big Macs or chicken tenders.
Yeah, come
That's
on.
it.
Them hoes are already frozen in the back. You don't have a choice in what's in them. We don't even have a choice in what's in them. I just throw it in the microwave.
Yo, that's hilarious.
Oh man.
Yeah, that is the future. Imagine that, just like a fully automated burger spot. I mean, that's probably going to be one of the first fully automated like fast food joints.
I
It's
think
burgers,
so.
it's easy money. You put in
yeah,
what you want,
exactly.
and the robot just puts it
Yeah,
together.
there's no complex cooking to it. You know what I mean? It's not like with like at like restaurants. You know, like more like actual restaurants you sit down at. There's more like nuance to the art of the cooking and whatnot. This is just like there's no flavors. It's just salt, pepper, meat, and then just
Sauce.
buns.
It's the sauce that saves it. To
That's
be
it.
honest, and
Yeah,
that's it.
and then the sauce can be made by people in factories and then just sent over.
Well,
Yeah,
Honestly,
just goes down like a little conveyor belt. Whatever you chose gets squirted on it, and it fucking ends up wherever you're at,
You
and
guys-
into your fat American mouth.
And you're in that fat, disgusting American mouth.
You're at the very end of it, just with your mouth open, waiting for it.
So
would you
man,
like the fries now?
this makes me think of there was an episode of SpongeBob. You know, like when you reflect on like the shows that you watched as a kid, some of them are like stupid and they didn't really have any like meaning to a lot of the stuff they were doing. But if you go back and you watch some SpongeBob episodes, they have a decent amount of I would say like good lessons and like stuff that might even go over kids' heads. Like that teaches you a lot about like what the creators of that show were thinking and what their beliefs are, shit like that. Like there's an episode where this guy named Carl comes into town and he represents this like giant corporation of like burger chains, and he offers to buy out the Krusty Krab for a ridiculous amount of money, right? So he buys out the Krusty Krab from Mr. Krabs, right?
From Mr. Krabs. What a
Mr.
great
Krabs is like,
name.
hell yeah, I'll sell you that shit. So then this guy Carl turns this place. It's almost like a Fuddruckers slash
Oh, yeah, I remember
Fuddruckers
that
slash
episode.
Buffalo Wild Wings type restaurant. He turns into it's like part of a super chain, right? Like a huge conglomerate type shit. And then all the burgers, like whenever you cut open into them, they're all just like gray, like
Yeah.
like mush and shit, right?
Yeah.
They're no longer burgers.
It's
and
like
then
couch filling.
yeah, and then like SpongeBob tries it and he gets like super sad or some shit. And it's just like it makes you think about, you know, like shit like that. Like big corporations coming in and replacing, small family-owned places and shit.
It's a shame, man.
We all got to support, support
But
the
saddest
small
part
places, small
about
businesses.
that episode is that when they changed it, there was more people in there than when it was the regular old place.
That's true, man.
Because that's what we like. A certain man just told me, I ain't going to say his name, but we're planning a trip to Louisiana.
Mm-hmm.
This man said, you want to stop at Papa Do's on the way. I was like, bro, there's a Papa Do's in Houston.
Let's
go to a Louisiana place.
There's Papa Do's everywhere.
That is the
Yeah.
worst choice you could make on the way to Louisiana.
Dude, whenever
You're just tired.
That's like you got a flight to
Exactly.
Mexico tomorrow. Like, I'm going to go hit up Gringos tonight. Because
Right?
Lord knows they won't have
I'm gonna go to
Mexican food
Taco
over
Bell.
there.
I'm gonna go to Taco Bell.
That's crazy.
Right? But like,
That's
dude,
a better one, Avi.
I
I'm
make-
going to Taco Bell.
I make a point of like whenever I go to another country or city or whatever, I definitely don't want to have something I could have back home.
Exactly.
Like, what is
'Cause
the
that's a
point
waste
of
of
that?
time. It's
Yeah,
a waste
what's
of
the point
time.
of that? If I could have eaten that back at home, I mean, why do that?
That's very true, yeah.
You know what I mean? The convenience is definitely nice though for some of those places. Like if you really don't have time and you just need something quick to go to
Yeah.
McDonald's or Whataburger, Chick-fil-A, it's consistent and you're like, okay, I'll just get it.
Yeah, you know what you like and shit,
Yeah.
I'm sure. Yeah, if you already had Papa Do's in your head, you must already know, I want this from Papa Do's.
Exactly.
I'm
And most of
feeling it.
those places are like the places that are like everywhere. They're open the longest. So if you're out at 3 a.m. and you're like, bro, I'm hungry right now, you're just gonna be.
I'm gonna sit like a schoolgirl
put your
twirling my legs,
Yeah.
twirling my legs over here.
Dude, that's one thing Louisiana does fucking well, is cook. And
Oh,
them
for
bitches
sure.
are open like all night. I don't think they close. When I went to Louisiana for one of my birthdays, we got like a little Airbnb on Bourbon Street. Non-stop, dude. Literally
Bourbon Street?
Yeah, on
Jesus
like I walk
Christ.
outside and I'm on Bourbon Street and there's people just walking around like right outside. Some little dingy ass like shack.
Some little dingy ass
Old as
shack.
fuck. That hole was built in like 1850 or something like
Isn't
that. But it was
place-
cool. It was
isn't
really cool.
Remarkable, dude. Like when I went there, like I just went on a random day. There's no plans for it. I just went, and there was like a parade in the middle of the city that day. There were like a bunch of executives from like ABC and like different television networks there. I don't know
cool.
what was being celebrated, but there was like music in the streets. There are people playing instruments, like all this kind of like jazz music and shit like that.
It's
and
like every day to them.
AB accidentally
that
pulled up on
crazy?
Mardi Gras.
Right?
Like,
I was like, what the
didn't
fuck
even
is
notice.
this?
What
I was like, what the hell is
They
this?
throwing beads at him.
But no, I made a mistake. I walked around Bourbon Street for like 3 or 4 hours, all with sandals.
Oh, you're
fuck.
crazy,
Dude,
man.
by the time I
Blisters.
got back to the apartment, or not the apartment, the hotel. Actually, I was staying in a motel. That shit was horrible. And back when I got back to the motel, my feet were just black
Yeah,
with like gunk and shit, and I had to like scrape them off in the shower.
oh
Get in there with a brush and shit and just
Yeah.
and
sand
then in a
them down.
motel shower too. That makes it even worse.
Dude, motels are just, I can feel the roaches crawling inside me.
Yeah,
Bro.
motels are bad.
Any place where you open the door and it's just the street, terrible place to be. It's a terrible place to be.
There's no reason you should be sleeping.
And
there.
those doors are like an inch wide.
Yeah, a toddler could kick that open
For
if he
real.
wanted to.
Man,
They're
that's
cheap
terrible.
though.
Yeah, man,
they're
that,
cheap.
that's the
I'll
main
tell you that.
attraction of motels. They're cheap. You can bring hookers to them. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, those hour spots.
Oh my god, if they charge by the hour. That place.
There's
is
places that charge by
nasty.
the hour.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
there's a bunch of them.
Dude, you know, well, there's a place right near us that charges like the hour.
Yeah.
There's actually several places
There's
right
several
around here
places.
that it's all those weird. It's always those weird little ones that are like behind a strip or like in a weird like corner where like you wouldn't even really see them from the street unless you were kind of looking for one of those.
Yeah.
Okay, so besides like legitimate prostitute visits, what else do you think happens there?
You fuck your girlfriend.
For like an hour and like
Yeah.
for what reason? Why not just take her home?
What
Well,
if
let's
you
say,
live
like,
with
you
your parents
can't.
or something?
Yeah.
And
Let's say
that's
like
very great
let's say
idea.
like you can't bring her to your house.
cares?
Like y'all don't have a free house.
Yeah. You don't want to do it in the car anymore.
Yeah.
So you'll take her to a pay spot?
Exactly. Yes.
Listen, me personally,
That idea has
I'd
ran
rather do it in the
across
car
my-
than in a motel.
It's
But
ran across my head numerous times
what? Oh,
to just go to a hotel for an hour and be like, let's go.
I thought about it too, but I didn't end up going through with it.
It depends on how much it costs.
I was just afraid, bro. I was afraid to get in there and like what would be on the other side of that door because I don't want to deal. I don't want to deal with like having to like change anything once it's done. Like I want to get in there. I don't want to have to go back to the front desk and be like, "Hey, we've got like some jizz on our pillow." And she's like, "Yeah, so does half the other fucking rooms here."
Yeah, come on.
You want the room or not? Like
You want the
you know,
room or
they don't
fucking
care.
That's actually a part of the theme here. It's everywhere.
So that's
Just
what
jizz
frightens me. Is that
everywhere, all over the walls.
They don't give a shit. You know.
But I mean, I feel like if
Absolutely
you're like doing it just to like have sex with somebody, you're not going to have time to look around the room and like investigate what's around
yeah,
you.
absolutely. Yeah,
True.
man.
I'm
I think
opening the door and getting straight to business.
Plus, it would probably be the girl that would say something, faster than I would.
Yeah.
I would just deal with it.
it's
Unless
not-
there's a
it's not
live
like you're
roach.
staying the night there.
Yes, that's true. Also, yeah, it's literally 1
It's
hour.
literally like maybe not even 1 hour. Maybe it's hours. You know what I mean?
If I have it
you know
for
it'll be over.
If I have it for an hour, I'm getting my hour's worth. My
1
hour's worth
hour?
of nut.
I'm
getting
not
it.
showering in there though.
Oh, I'm not showering anymore.
I'm showering at home.
Bro, it's gonna look like a normal place once I'm done.
Yeah.
The sheets won't move. It'll just be on top of the bed, and that's it.
I'll straighten them out before I go.
Exactly.
And that's it.
How do you think like the guys who are like married, right, and like who are like serial cheaters, the one who are like always cheating on their wives? How do you think they do it, right? You think they like go to these places, they fucking fuck these prostitutes or whoever they're fucking, or they fuck guys or whatever, and then they go to like a McDonald's restroom and just wash their dick? Like, what do you think? What do you think they do? What do you
guess
think?
so.
There's no way you can just go home and act like nothing happened.
Wait,
and,
what do
like-
you mean? Like when they get like a hotel, or just when they cheat in general?
Like right after they do it? Do you think they just like go home to their wife and just
Yeah.
like?
Oh, that's scary.
But they're gonna
bro.
smell like straight up ass.
I mean,
The
they
wife's
don't
gonna.
care.
But dude, the wife's gonna smell something.
Sometimes they don't.
But like
There's
the
no
one day
way.
that they do,
The one day they do, then
you know what I mean? Like, let's say you're
some
cheating for
nasty
like
sex.
years, you're gonna get caught, bro.
Yeah,
you're gonna
absolutely.
get caught. There's no way.
But if you're cheating for years, it's like you probably want to get caught.
you must be pro.
Yeah, that
Oh,
means
yeah.
that guy's taking risks.
Yeah,
That guy
guys
is
taking
taking
risk.
calculated risk.
Yeah.
That's
For-
too much work.
That's a lot of energy. That's too much.
That's
Balancing
too
two
much
people, and then like you should not be with this person, but you're still like,
That's high stress. Then you have to be looking around all the time, like, oh my god, I
Exactly.
hope someone doesn't recognize me. You see your fucking mutual friends at the grocery store. Or
oh
some
my
shit.
god,
no, dude. Imagine you gotta go home to children. Yeah, one day you just find yourself at the grocery store and like, oh fuck.
Okay, so I'm not
on
gonna
the other
lie.
aisle, like that's
If-
my mistress.
If you guys had long term girlfriends, and I'm at Walmart, I'm buying boxers or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you guys are with another girl.
Mhm.
You have your arm around her. I wouldn't tell anybody.
Oh yeah, I
That's
wouldn't even
between
dream
us.
of you
Oh,
guys.
okay. I thought you was
That's
asking.
between us.
I thought you was asking, would I put my under on?
And
my
that goes
arm
both
around
ways. I wouldn't say.
That's between
Yeah, I wouldn't
us.
say anything.
I wouldn't say thing.
Mum's the word.
Yeah,
I didn't
what-
even see you.
I didn't
I
even
didn't
see
What
even
is
it.
that?
I didn't even see you.
You know, I just saw a guy who looks just like you at
Exactly.
Walmart.
But also, you should not be taking. This gonna sound rude. You should
Hmm.
not be taking her to no public places.
Oh
You
no.
should stay under the sheets.
The woman
The
you're cheating
mistress,
with.
the mistress.
Especially if you got
Oh,
a
the
known
mistress.
girlfriend or like
Exactly.
wife. Oh my
Exactly.
gosh,
That's just rude.
that's just
That's just
careless.
Exactly.
Like, you just legit don't care.
It should just
If I
stay
get
under
caught-
the sheets. Don't go, especially in Walmart. Like, what are we going to go get?
That's dice rolling.
That's a guy who wants to get cut.
Yeah, that's a guy who was.
That's
That's
a
a
guy
guy who's
playing-
playing with fire.
He's playing loose with the law.
With
You
the
got to
law.
stop it. You got to stop it.
Balls of steel. No, I could never ever do such a thing.
Yeah, man, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I've never understood cheating, to be honest.
Oh, I've understood. it.
Listen, I cheat here and there, but like that was in middle school.
I was in middle school.
was in
You
middle
write,
school,
you
like
write
my-
another girl a
My
letter.
first year of high school.
You know what else I was doing in middle school? Eating pizza for breakfast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
It was a lot of bad decisions
Eating
being made.
pizza for breakfast. The little round
Yes.
fucking deep dish. I hate deep dish pizza. I'm putting it out there right now. That shit's disgusting.
It's amazing.
If I had
It's
the
fucking
not at
horrible.
a restaurant, but at school, I honestly thought
Everywhere.
the deep dish pizza was better than the
yeah, I did
sliced.
too.
Dude,
At a restaurant, though, other way around. It's always the slice. that's
if
better,
I was
but-
starving in the desert and they asked me if I wanted deep dish pizza, I'd say I'd rather starve and die.
What did deep dish
Damn.
pizza do
It's
to you?
fucking nasty. It's just
love it.
fucking a pile of bread with just cheese on top and sauce. Like, I'd rather have New York style, Brooklyn style, thin, crunchy, greasy cheese. Just
I
Eat
do
it
like
right
that.
up.
I don't like that New York style. I don't like New York style deep dish with
What?
with like
I
a
don't like any
pool of
deep-
marinara. It's like a bowl of marinara.
Oh, I've never had that.
Am I tripping? Is that the Italian way to
I
do
I
think
it?
think that's
Chicago.
Chicago.
Chicago. I'm
Chicago's
fidgeting.
Chicago
known
It
style,
for
is,
yeah.
deep dish.
it is Chicago. Never mind. The one with the
Chicago
marinara's
style
on
is-
top. But I like a good deep dish piece as long as the crust isn't too hard.
yeah.
Hate
Because
it, man.
the way it's like at a curve, you know, so like it catches both your teeth like on
Yeah.
either side of like your front teeth.
that shit's not pizza. I'm gonna tell you that.
no,
That's a fucking pie.
that's paper.
It's pie.
That's
I'm
wood.
fine with it though. As long as it's
Ugh.
not like too soupy, I'm good with it.
I'll take a pie. I'll take a cheesy pie.
Ugh.
It's good. It's so good.
There's no way I'll ever be convinced.
There's no way I'll-
You can take me to the best place with the best deep dish pizza in the world.
Bro,
I
go to,
still
there's a
wouldn't.
nice Italian restaurant, like I think it's like downtown. They sit you down, you put a little napkin on,
Mm.
and they give you a little fork and a knife. You cut it open,
And they
It's
give
a
you
good
that
time.
that disgusting piece of shit.
Yes,
That's what they
they
put on
do.
your plate.
That sounds
Yes, they
good.
do.
That
It's
sounds
amazing.
horrible.
Is there anything you guys think should absolutely not belong on pizza? You guys,
On
how do you guys
pizza?
feel about that? Yeah, like
Olives.
the whole toppings. You don't like olives?
I hate olives.
No. Black olives?
No olives on pizza. Black olives taste like rubber tire.
No,
No, thank you. I don't
Guys.
fucking like them,
they
dude.
do.
They're
They
horrible.
taste like rubber tire that's
They're
been pickled.
so bad. They're so nasty. If anything, I like the other olives a little bit more, but still never on pizza. On pizza, I literally just want half of pizza.
Oh man.
No, I want the whole pizza of pepperonis, but half of it I want pineapple.
Okay,
Pineapple.
only
So
half.
pineapple and pepperoni. That's all.
Pineapple?
No vegetables. None of that bullshit. No mushrooms. Ugh,
Yeah, no mushrooms.
disgusting.
Oh, guys,
Mushrooms,
you
no.
I didn't know this. You guys are making the wrong choices.
Omar likes it with soy cubes and all that shit.
I like it with tofu, of course. Bell peppers, I'm just kidding.
tempeh.
Bell
because of
peppers
tempeh is-
bell peppers don't belong anywhere. What is tempeh? I'm just curious.
It's like a type of soy or tofu or some shit like that.
Already sounds gross.
It's ve-
It
yeah,
already sounds
vegans
disgusting.
eat it.
Some pepperoni, and I don't even like pork. Some pepperoni,
Oh, yeah.
some mushroom, some jalapeno.
Oh, you're losing me.
Right there. Those three. That's the holy
I like
trinity.
jalapeno, but not on a pizza.
I'm a weirdo, bro. I like meat lovers, cheese, or just pepperoni.
Meat lovers is
You
too salty
animal.
for me.
Meat lovers is a lot going on.
There's
a
too
lot
much-
going on. It's too
going on.
much.
It's too
There's
much
a lot
salt.
of meat fighting in my mouth.
What it is,
like
I don't
it.
eat ground meat on my pizza. You know what I mean? I'll take some
Yeah.
slices, but I don't want like hamburger meat.
guys-
Hamburger
don't
should
want it,
never
bro.
be
You ever
on a
have like a
pizza.
sliced sausage on your pizza, like andouille sausage, like a spicy sausage?
Yeah.
It's not bad.
That
shit's
shit's
good.
amazing. That I like.
Yeah, I've had that. Yeah, with jalapeno. Not bad at all.
Let's go get some
Yeah.
pizza after this.
I ain't gonna lie to you. This shit sound kind of nice.
That shit's making
it
me
don't
hungry.
sound
man.
bad. It don't sound bad
Don't
at
sound
all.
bad at all.
Isn't that funny? Like how long we can go on for like about food.
Oh yeah.
Because it's a important piece of our society. It tells our culture stories.
It tells our culture. What is the story of America, bro? You guys remember the fucking?
McDonald's and
Do you remember the KFC sandwich that's like 2 pieces of fried
Oh,
chicken?
that's America right
and then
there,
in,
baby.
in the middle, it's like fucking sauce and bacon and
The,
cheese.
Do you guys remember what it was called?
The double down.
The double down.
Yeah.
Double down.
You're doubling down for a heart attack.
Bro, that is so terrible.
I remember when I saw it in the commercial, I was like, I'm going to eat that. And then I had it. I was like, never again.
Too much, dude.
Never again.
There's a restaurant. It's in Vegas. I forgot the name, but I think they have a burger called like the Heartstopper or something like that.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Isn't it like a Guy Fieri? It's like a famous restaurant, right?
Yeah, it's like
No.
a famous one.
Yeah, they had it at they have it at the little DreamWorks what's it like? Not Disneyland, but
Universal?
the DreamWorks Universal. They have it at Universal.
That's crazy to me.
And
That
then you can eat that whole, then go on the Jaws ride and throw it up.
And
bro,
throw
I
it
would
up.
puke so quick. Like
It was
that's
terrible.
just. I don't like too much on a burger. I mean, we talked about burgers before. We don't need to go over that, but like, that's just too much to like put in your body. Like, you know. Okay, so the other day, I really wanted a fish burrito. I
Fish
like
burrito?
from this place called Cabo Bob's. They have this. It's like fried fish.
Okay.
And they put like
Never heard of that.
mango pico, chipotle crema.
That sounds
You
kinda
can get
nice.
you can get grilled onions, grilled poblano peppers, stuff like that.
Poblano.
In a
Chipotle
burrito,
crema
and
is
it's
so
cheap.
good.
It's $7.50 for the burrito, right?
Mm.
I was really craving it, but I didn't want to spend the money on it. My girlfriend, the sweetheart that she is, Venmo'd me some money. She's like, "Here, go get yourself a burrito." And I was
Damn,
like,
that's
"I'm gonna
so
go get
nice.
me a burrito then."
Damn.
She gave me that
sugar
burrito
mama.
money.
Yeah, I'm
Go get me a
sugar mama
burrito.
up with fish burritos, bro.
Gives you an extra $1. Get the biggest one. Why don't you?
Get the biggest one. So I load up my fish burrito, man. Like I'm just like poblanos, brown rice, put both beans, fucking put grilled onions, zucchini, put everything in that bitch, right?
So it's like Chipotle style. You choosing it as you go.
Chipotle, but I honestly like this place better than Chipotle.
Okay.
So I get everything in this fucking burrito, and I take it home and I unwrap it, and like I have some limes on the side because you know limes and fish are a fucking amazing combination.
Oh, man.
Limes on the side. I had this hot ass sauce that they have. It's like a habanero
Oh my God.
hot sauce. And
Fucking
I'm putting it
banging.
all over, and I'm eating the whole thing.
I am aroused.
But like as I'm Jordan is standing at
wrecked.
attention. Dude, as I'm eating it, I'm like holding it. I'm like, this thing easily weighs between 2 to 4 pounds, and I'm
Okay.
putting the whole thing inside of my body.
yeah.
And I thought about that. I was like, does that mean I gain 2 to 4 pounds? Because I'm putting the whole. It's 2 to 4 pounds of food in my body.
I think so.
It depends on the stuff that you're eating, like how well it digests.
That's what I was thinking too, dude. Like,
Because,
if
yeah.
it's meat, it's not gonna like meat's complex, so
Yeah,
it'll take some time to digest.
It's gonna take a minute.
But like while it's in your stomach, I think you do weigh like 2 more pounds, right?
yeah,
I
for
would
like,
think
Like
so.
once you
Yeah.
eat it, like
Like, as soon
before it's
before
digested.
yeah.
Yeah.
like the
You're
next
easy-
30 minutes is gonna be a long time. It's gonna be tough. It's
Because
gonna be
I've
tough.
heard stories where like people, I forgot where I've read this, like, you know, people that watch their weight a lot, like they've weighed themselves before and after shitting. And it's like it's like
Yeah.
a reasonable amount, like a reasonable difference. Like actual
so.
pounds if you ate a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I would think so.
and those type of people that weigh themselves, their weight fluctuates like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Or like pissing. You ever let out like a minute and a half piss and you're like, bro, if
Yeah.
I was to piss in a bag, like that has some weight to it for sure. That was a lot of pee.
I could ruin someone's day with this bag.
What's the last time y'all pissed in something that's not a toilet?
Dude,
I really got a
I-
good look at how much it is.
I might have told this story before. I don't know. Maybe I did. Tell me. Stop me if I did tell this. I don't think I did. So I went to the park for a run,
Mm-hmm.
and at this particular park, all the bathrooms were closed, right? and I really had to pee. And there's always people on the trail, so I can't just whip my dick out and pee anywhere. I can get in a lot of trouble.
Get in a lot of trouble.
I'm like, I have my headphones in. I get out of the car and I start to like walk to like the point where I want to get up to run on the trail. But as soon as I get to that point, I'm like, oh god, I gotta piss so bad. So I'm like, okay, let me go back to my car and let me see if I have a fucking water bottle or something. So I'm looking through the car. I'm trying to find any kind of water bottle. Hopefully a Gatorade bottle. No. All I can find is one of those little 16.9 ounce water bottles, right?
Oh, no.
And then my windows aren't tinted. So I can't really just pee in this thing like in the front seat. You know what I mean? Like anybody could pull up next to me and see me fucking have my dick in this fucking little water
lay
bottle.
down in the back.
I go to the back of the car.
Hunched over like this.
I go to the back of the car, right? I fucking stuff the head of my dick into this. My dick doesn't even fit in this thing, right?
Squeeze it in, shove it. Squeeze it in, shove
I
it.
can't even really put it in there.
Oh, big man, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, I'm packing a lot, you know.
Like
what I
a
mean?
magic trick. Put it in there.
But no, like I just have like the urethra is just in the mouth part of the water bottle, right?
Yeah. Get the head in. That's all. You just gotta get the head
And
in.
I'm peeing, but I guess I don't realize the velocity of the pee, and it just starts spraying out like a lot.
Oh no!
And like it fills up the water bottle, and I like the pee hit the lid of the water bottle. I'm getting pee all over my pants, and I'm gonna have pee all over me. I smell like pee, and I'm saying, dude, I should just go home. Why even go through with this run?
It's true.
So,
I feel you.
So I cap the water bottle, I throw it in the trash, and then I go for the run.
What a champion!
That was it.
What a champion!
And then I go home. I wash I rinse the clothes, and then I take a shower.
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Dude, that
well-deserved shower
that
at
really
the end of that.
sucks, man. Like I didn't want to go home just because I had to pee or like go to the fucking drive to a gas station. Like what a waste of time that would have been.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've had situations like that, and it's fucking annoying, is what it is.
I need to start carrying a Gatorade bottle on me at all times.
To be honest, it'll save a lot of things.
Did I tell you all the? Wait, what were you gonna say, Joe?
Oh,
Is it-
well,
is it
I had a
like-
story. I was like, when you go on like family trips and like you go to the place, you go to the gas station, everybody pee.
Yeah.
I was like, nah, I'm good.
Oh, you
One
one of those, Joe?
That guy.
I
I
was
fucking
that guy.
hate that kid.
It's like my little sister.
So 3 hours later, I'm in the back seat. I'm like 8 years old, so I'm like holding
Alright.
my stuff. I'm like, bro, I gotta go. My dad is like, yo, you can go in the back seat, and there's a bottle. It was like a regular water bottle. So I was like, all right, cool. I put my little 8-year-old pee in there, and I start peeing, and then bro, it gets past like the paper, like the paper level on it. And I'm like, okay, this is getting scary, and then I just can't stop peeing. I just can't stop. And so we're on the road going pretty fast,
like 75, 80 miles an hour.
about 85. I start like shrieking a little bit. I'm like, and my dad,
Slow down,
My
everybody.
dad like looks over, and you know how there's the little bumps on the side of the road, right? So he's like, because he's looking over, so you know when you do that, your body like goes that way.
Yeah.
And we just start bumping, and I'm just getting pee like all over myself,
all over
and
the
in back
seat.
seat, and then I'm still like peeing like a little bit. And so it's new pee coming out, just getting all over myself. I'm like, bro. My dad's like,
That's a
So
dad
eventually-
noise.
So eventually he pulls over, and I just throw the bottle like in the forest, and it was quiet. It was quiet for like a good 5 hours in that car.
It's a dangerous situation. You're playing with
man.
fire.
Man.
Yeah, it had hot pee on you.
It was
on your
hot
hands.
pee, hot pee.
I had a situation recently. This was maybe like the end of last year. So I'm riding around my neighborhood, right? And I had just got a little bit under the influence. Riding around my neighborhood. It was super late at night. This was closer to like the beginning of not the beginning, but like closer to like when things were still a little strange with the quarantine.
Yeah.
So a lot of places closing early, this and that, right?
Yeah.
So it's like 1:30, 2 a.m. and I'm looking for a place to pee. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? I gotta piss so fucking bad. Where am I gonna go? So I'm riding around this neighborhood near my neighborhood. And there's this area where I had used to go smoke. Like it was like some little running trail. So I'm like, I'm gonna go pee over there. I park. I go walk over there. I'm high. I'm hanging out. I'm listening to music. I got my AirPods in and shit.
Yeah.
And I go over to the corner and I start peeing. Right? I start peeing. Got my shoes on, all that stuff. And I feel something kind of like squishy on my left foot. Like it feels like I'm in mud. But the shoes that I was wearing, I didn't really care about. So I was just like, all right, it's all cool. And I'm pissing. I'm like, bro, wouldn't it be so funny if that was an ant pile? And I turn on my light, and sure enough, my foot is halfway into a fucking ant pile. I swear to God. And as immediately I stop, but I got a little leakage inside because I had to stop very abruptly, and I was like deep in like a prime time piss.
You should have peed on them.
I should have,
Yeah.
but they were already on me. I had to,
Yeah,
I
you
had
had
to
to
deal
stop
with this
them out. You had to
situation,
stop them out.
and they were gonna get in my shoes. Like I don't know
Yeah.
what to do in that situation. And yeah, it sucks, bro. I had to like hold it in that shit, but I had other things to worry about. I had bigger fish to fry, but
fish to fry,
it was
man.
not comfortable. And so for like maybe like 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, I took my shoe off, took my sock off,
And just beat it.
Yeah.
and just
right?
beat it with like 90% of the piss still in me. I just had to
Oh,
piss
God,
still
it's
so
so
bad, and I just sat there and just fucking beating the ants out of my shoe.
Oh my god.
God.
Never found another one in the shoes, but it was uncomfortable.
Hey man,
it wasn't
they
fun.
learned their lesson. They
Yeah.
learned their lesson.
And I had
Jesus.
the same idea where I was like, maybe I should just go home at this point.
Maybe I should just go home.
I'm not even having fun anymore. I was just cruising around. Now there's like my pants are wet. I don't like this
my,
anymore.
my night is ruined.
My night is ruined.
That's hilarious, man.
Oh my
I remember I was taking a trip. I was doing like a road trip by myself towards like the East Coast. So like in order to like save time from having to fucking stop constantly to go pee, because I was drinking a lot of like water and coffee, like water and tea to keep me awake.
Yeah.
I had like a big ass gallon jug. I would just pull over to the side of the road and pee in the jug. Dude, I'll tell you, I must have filled up that jug like 10 times over the course of driving.
It's pretty smart though.
But it's so much faster than having to stop at a rest stop, get down, go to the restroom,
For
pee
sure.
in the fucking
And they're
stupid
always out of the way.
restroom.
They're not always like right off the freeway.
yeah.
Exactly.
Sometimes like you got to like drive them out down this way to go
Yeah,
find
you
it.
got to make a couple rights to get to it.
You can make a couple rights to get to it.
Oh, the worst.
Yeah,
And even
man, that's a
then-
good idea. You had the jug too, because
Oh,
nothing's
yeah.
worse than the small one where you got to pinch
Oh,
and
That's
dump that out
horrible.
and then keep going.
Yeah, no, this was like a fat jug. You could stuff your balls in there too if you wanted to.
That shit's hot too, isn't it?
Dude.
when you're holding that jug, that shit's
Dude.
hot.
But I would like, I'd have it at the end of the day after having all those peas in it. That thing would be like steaming. And then be burning my hand.
The collection of peas.
All that hot pee.
All that hot pee just in the gallon. Oh no. Oh man, how much for you to? No, I don't even know. I don't even know what I was gonna say. How much for you to drink that? But like, but that's immeasurable. I don't know how you would even decide that.
It just
Oh my
smells
God.
so bad, man.
What did you do with it after you were done with your trip?
That?
Yeah.
I think I just left it in a trash can or something.
You should have like put a little jersey on it or something.
Fucking to commemorate my trip.
Exactly.
Tally marks on how many times you pissed in it. And shit.
Oh,
Put it in a
man.
glass showcase. Just
Jail
put it in
stuff.
your house.
I wish it was
In a
as
glass showcase.
I wish it was as easy to do that with pooping. But
Oh
it's
my
not.
God.
Oh, yeah,
Pooping
no.
is more of a thing, you know. You gotta like find something to wipe. With peeing,
Yeah.
you just zip it out and that's it.
And shake it and then you're
Yeah.
gone.
At
That's
least
the
for
worst.
men. For the ladies, I know it's a bit more of a
Pooping and peeing are in the
spraying
same.
projectile situation.
Yeah.
For the ladies.
Pooping and peeing, they're in the same vicinity.
Dude, women get it bad because peeing is hard for them, and pooping has also got to be just as hard.
Yeah, because the
And
money
pooping-
maker's right there.
The moneymaker's right there. Y'all ever seen a girl pee on the floor?
Yes, and it's
It's the
embarrassing.
crazy-
Wait, they don't
craziest-
poop and pee out of the same. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, there's two
They poop
holes?
through their front one, they pee through their back one.
and the baby comes out of the butt.
It goes out of the butt, duh, idiot. No, but like, you ever seen a woman pee like on the side of not the side of the road, but like you ever
Yeah.
covered up like your girlfriend or something like that when she's peeing or some shit, or
Yeah.
like
I've seen it,
someone.
yeah.
It looks nuts.
It looks
it's getting
hilarious.
everywhere, and they never wear socks. They're always wearing open-toed
It
shoes.
just fucking sprays out. Yeah.
And that's disgusting, bro. It's legit like you opened up like a gallon and just turned it over and just let it go.
Oh,
And
God.
just let it go at its own. At
They're
its
just
own
getting
pace.
splatter on the back of their heels.
Yeah.
It's
Oh my
hilarious.
god! And they're just down there for like a full 60 seconds.
Please don't look at me. I'm looking at you, and it's kind of funny.
It's kind of fun. It sucks that they don't have like a. There's no way for them to like control that stream.
Yeah, that's kind of tough.
That shit's nuts. They just bend forward, just. You ever, it sounds
What do you-
crazy.
What do you think sex would be like if women all had penises too?
What would I put my stuff in?
You get,
It would
but
just
if
be
they
booty
also
to
had, but
booty?
if they also had vaginas,
Oh,
my god.
Oh,
what do you think?
but
that'd
they
be
but
like?
they don't produce sperm or whatever.
Let's say they don't.
Yeah. Okay.
They just pee out of there.
Wait, so they
Just
go
banging trannies now. We're just banging. No, we're banging hermaphrodites. Is all we're banging.
What if that was the world?
I mean,
and they're just going in my booty.
you got to just ignore it, or you're cool with it. Maybe I don't know. in
I feel like-
in
yeah, I
a
feel like
different world, you know.
have to be cool with it.
Bro, you know what's
Yeah.
crazy? When you see hermaphrodites or whatever, their dicks are always huge. I swear to God,
Like
is
a
that not
normal,
nuts?
It's never like a normal peen. It's like a yard long dick.
Yeah, it's always soft and it's always fucking giant. I'm like, bro,
what?
you got two? You got two, and you got the good, both. You got the good end of both
got two.
You
sticks.
can't have the best of both worlds.
You can't have the best of both worlds. Switch, please.
Give me that dick.
Yeah, that shit's nuts, man.
Give me that.
Give me that one.
Give me that one.
Oh man.
That's that Filipino. No, not Filipino.
Thai.
tie.
Yeah, like in the Hangover.
Yeah, go out with some sexy stripper ladies and
The
you
world
pull
will
down
be
their
crazy.
pants. There's a penis down there.
I think the women would be like in charge of everything if that happened.
Oh yeah, they'd be running shit.
They'd be running, and we would be like peasants. We'd be like Handmaid's Tale.
We have no
Yeah, we would just be servants.
We'd just be
We'd
baby
We got the
makers.
boobs, the butt, the dick, the pussy.
We'd be getting milk.
What do we have?
Just one dick.
We're inferior
just one dick, and they have a dick, and they can make babies
Oh my
by themselves.
by themselves.
With each
Well,
other.
not-
Eric Cartman, that shit.
Let's say if they can't produce sperm, so they still need us in some aspect.
Handmaid's Tale.
They're just gonna just milk us.
We're just in basements. We're all in basements.
and then those with the best genetics are like the prime milkers.
We're just strapped up to machines and shit.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen that episode of Rick and Morty where they talk about
Yeah.
that kind of thing? Yeah. I don't know.
I
We didn't
think
talk about
oh yeah, I have.
It's
yeah, we
basically
talked
like-
about that before.
Yeah, like a highly intelligent woman, like I guess like species or whatever.
Yeah, they got rid of the men, bro.
They got rid of the men.
They
'cause
just
the
send
men
them
are
to
too
another
crazy.
planet.
Yeah, they just send them to another planet, and they send robots over there to collect their sperm, like sex robots. They bang the robot. The robot comes back to them, and that's how they keep reproducing.
Kind of tight.
And if it's a boy, they throw it out to the planet, and if it's a girl, they keep it with them, and
They educate it.
they educate it. Yeah, and the guys are just all like killing each other
yeah, like they're
on
like,
the planet.
like murdering each other and like throwing stones at each other. Shit
That's
like
fucking
that.
funny.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow,
Oh
that's
my God.
that's what would happen. I mean, right? If women really got together, but they need us.
I mean, it makes you think though, for real. Like, how would the world be if like there were a lot more women in like places of power? Listen, I don't mean to be misogynistic or like I don't want it to sound stupid, but it could be a little more erratic. Their emotions are a little more volatile. And
It definitely could be, but I think the
Yeah.
world will be a lot more empathetic because I
Yeah.
think
For sure.
women can tap into that emotion easier than men. You know,
Yeah.
I feel like they can easily tap into like an empathetic thing in terms of like they're not looking to like always like pass on their genes and like find the biggest hunt, so to speak. Like it's in our DNA, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
evolution wise, right? Back
trying to
in
get
the
the
day,
most money. Trying to
yeah, when we were hunter gatherers, we were like, you know, trying to get out there, find the biggest buffalo, fucking spread our seed, blah blah blah. Women don't naturally have that necessarily as much as men. They definitely have drive, right? I'm not saying women don't have drive, but I don't think they don't necessarily have that same aspect as
They don't have
men
the
do.
the everything is mine attitude.
Yeah.
Exactly, they're
very crabs in a bucket competition.
Exactly,
Like,
women are more like empathetic and like thinking like about other people,
Yeah.
considerate of other people. Men are really like, at least most men are really like self-centered.
That's a
And
great
also
point.
very predictable. Like I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of bad things guys do, like you can see it a mile away.
Oh yeah.
But a lot of bad things girls do, like they kind of, I mean, because they're so empathetic, they don't want to like hurt your feelings or whatever.
Yeah.
So they'll like wiggle around it.
Lot
And then
more
you be like, what the
private.
fuck? Like, how the fuck this
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
You blew up Ecuador.
You blew up
What
Ecuador.
happened?
Well, I told her to get the salmon cream cheese. So
No,
you
a
can blame
guy-
Darla for that.
A guy will do something to upset you. A woman will say something to upset you.
Just call up each other and just have like hour-long conversations with other countries.
With
like,
other female leaders.
and that's how you guys like settle debates and like whatever.
Oh my
There's no war, no
What
nothing.
if they all like bombed each other? Like, because like, you know, when they get on their periods, they get all crazy. and
Yeah,
shit.
what do
Oh,
they get?
Lord.
No, but that really does make you think. I mean, y'all have dealt with women at certain times, a little more irrational.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
sometimes I'm like, yeah.
All it takes is one bad day if you have like
Yeah.
some buttons for bombs. But that's a great point. Yeah, because women, guys are a lot more like competitive and like in a harmful way. We're like, I want to do better, but I also don't want him to do as good as me either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, not only is it like I'm fucking over everyone around me, and then I'm just being selfish and trying to do everything I want. I feel like women would be a lot more empathetic.
Yeah, I feel like a guy would be like, I want to be the best, and I want to destroy my competition.
Yeah.
Like I don't want anybody
I
to
am
ever
the
look at
only
me.
one.
I am the king.
I am the only one.
I
We
feel like
probably
a-
have a more united world, I think.
Yeah, I feel like girls would like want to work more with each other and just be like, but I still want to be the best one. But I'm gonna be nice about it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be cool.
I'll keep that to myself, though.
I'll keep that to myself. In my head, I'm the queen.
Yeah. When I go home and talk to my husband, I'm the best. I'm the best.
Beyonce would be our world leader, or their U.S. for the U.S.
She don't know nothing about no policy. I don't want her.
Nowadays,
It's okay.
They don't
It's all
need
right.
to.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't, man. All you need, as long as you have the smart people around you, I don't necessarily think you have to even have an inkling of how politics work.
Trump,
they
dude.
need something.
You learn as you go. It's okay.
Yeah, you learn.
You
Bro,
get in there
honestly,
knowing nothing. By the
you
end of
learn
it,
as you go.
you know
No.
about half.
My man Trump learned about an executive order and never looked back. He was like, "Yo, Congress. Why does anything have to go to Congress?"
Why do we even need these guys?
To be
Yeah.
honest, Biden doing the same thing. My man signed like 15,000 executive orders first day, and it was just like,
What is
What
this
is the
country, dude? Yeah, like
it's a madness.
everyone just keeps getting in there, and like if it's someone else from another fucking from another party, they just completely fuck over everything the other person had done. Did we even get anywhere?
Like, there's no semblance of working together.
Yeah, it's 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Like there's no real.
That's why
there's progress, but not really.
That's why I never look at it like when people are like the Democratic Party is the best way to go. I'm like, bro, they had a hand in fucking up this country the same way.
Oh, absolutely.
They had just as much power in doing all.
We had
this
power
stuff.
for a few terms, like
Exactly.
back to back to back.
It goes across the aisle both ways. They're all corrupt.
Yeah.
They're all corrupt, man.
How do you think a world will progress when every 4 years there's a different leader and a different group of people to make
Around
new
them.
rules?
At the
You
end
know
of the
what I
day,
mean?
That's going to just fix what the other people did.
it's just too campaign based. At the end of the day, like it's too campaign based. People need money to get to that place of power to
Yeah.
get that money. They
So
don't have it.
They make promises to
They make
people.
promises,
They
yeah.
hold up certain allegiances for things that they don't necessarily believe in.
Yeah.
But they're getting money and they got money to do it.
Kissing babies they don't want to kiss.
Exactly.
babies
They got
don't-
elected.
kissing oil babies.
They got elected making those promises, and if they don't follow through, come re-election, that person's gonna back their opponent.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
So then
nuts,
they're
dude.
fucked.
And who's going to be the one that pays you the most? The companies that shouldn't be doing the shit that they're doing.
Pieces of shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the bad ones. Those are going to be the ones that pay you the most because
And then you're like, dang, now I got to listen to them and be cool with them.
it's nuts, man. And if anything, Democrats do that more than Republicans do.
Facts.
Oh, yeah.
Republicans come from like places of power. Democrats, like they're like come from the gutter type of people. Not gutter, but
Not
you know,
really.
not gutter, but you know what I mean. Like they come from less.
Oftentimes, yeah, I would say most of the Democrats are like minorities.
Yeah,
more so than
minorities.
the Republicans.
Yeah. Republicans come from like families of power.
I'ma
Like they
say-
have ties to people in power, shit like that.
I'm going to
Yeah.
say my big thing with the Democratic Party, and I got a big argument with this like a couple weeks ago. I hate when people are like quietly like a racist person, right? I
Yeah.
hate when people are like quietly racist. I like my racists to be loud. I
Be a
like them to
man.
be a known racist, so I can be like, okay, he's racist, he's wild. I won't be around him. I hate somebody that's like, oh yeah, I'm down with everything, but then in the back of their head they're like, I don't really like these people.
Agreed.
So I feel like the Democratic
Yeah.
Party is like, they posture and consumer face and all this stuff, but I'm like, bro, you really don't care, and that's fine. You don't care. Just tell me you don't care. That's
Oh,
all
yeah.
I need to know.
It's a lot of consumer facing in
That's
that
mostly what it
aspect.
is.
There are definitely some people in there who care, right? But like they get drowned out by the majority who don't
by
really
the
give a
sea
shit.
of people that don't care.
Yeah.
It's terrible that so many people don't care. Why doesn't everybody care?
Because it's
We all
like
gotta care.
It's like an
A little bit.
accomplishment. Like, think about it. When you're a kid, right? You say, I want to be president. But you're not like, yo, I want to be president. And then do this when I'm a president
Nah.
and change all these things. You're like, nah, bro, I just want to be president.
I just
And
want to
when
sit on that
did
chair.
hey, yo, I'm in front of this. My office. This big old building, this house.
What up?
I live here.
Corey in the house.
Man, shout out Corey in the house. What a
Damn.
great show.
I wonder what it feels like to live in the White House, bro.
I want
I'd be
them,
scared
I want
shitless all the time.
I want them to make like an E-style reality TV show of the White House.
An E style? Oh, like E Network?
Like
Yeah.
about the family.
Yeah, like an actual show. Like I want to see the everyday going.
Wait, you talking
on.
about like keeping up with the Kardashians thing?
yeah,
Keeping
but like,
up with
but
the
with
Bidens.
but with like a White House family. Yeah,
Shit.
wouldn't that be fascinating?
You know they got cameras in there already. They got the
Absolutely.
footage.
Everything's
Man.
filmed.
They probably watch it on their own time.
But I
Only
guess
the
there'd be like
workers.
some national security issues with that, right? They're talking about fucking bombing
funny,
other
though.
countries and shit.
It'll
They
probably
should,
be
should make a
hilarious.
show about that. It'd be a
Exactly.
funny ass show. In real life, though, no, they wouldn't. They wouldn't allow
Yeah,
it.
it wouldn't work. Yeah, it wouldn't be allowed.
Or
It'll be boring.
the other way around. Trump did get in there. Imagine like a dozen terms from now, we got like what are the Kardashians in there? Like
Oh
what
my
the
God.
I
Kardashians'
can
great
see it.
grandkids.
Rob Kardashian comes back from the dead,
Rob the
Rob
fourth
Kardashian.
Kardashian.
loses all that weight, and he comes back and becomes president of the United
God,
States.
dude, that guy
would be
blows, man.
crazy. Really?
Yeah, I used to have a girl who would make me watch Robin China with her.
Oh
And
my
Rob,
God.
Rob is a
God.
fucking cuck.
That
dude.
sounds like the
That guy
worst
I hate Rob.
sucks.
He's totally a cuck. He was like, I'll do whatever China says. Blah, blah, blah.
He's
I
such a
think
puss.
I think that because he was going out with that cheetah girl chick. I
And
think,
she's fine.
I think she broke up with him.
Yeah.
But I think that fucked him up. Like,
Which one,
It made him go
uh,
on a downward spiral.
Bayonne?
Do you remember her name?
I
Is
don't
it
remember her
Adrian?
name.
Adrian Bayonne.
Yes, darker skin.
Yeah.
Hispanic
the
chick.
Hispanic, yeah,
Damn,
she's
she
a
is
nice
good.
one.
And he dated Rita Ora too, and Rita Ora is also
Ooh, what a
pretty
guy.
fucking fine.
Damn, what happened to Rita Ora?
Yeah. If anything, China's the worst out of those three, and China
Yeah.
ain't that bad either. She just got fake ass body. That's the problem.
It's just her face scares me.
Yeah, and she's got those dimple piercings, and those
Oh,
can
those are gross.
those can fuck off.
Those are gross.
I don't like those at all.
Yeah, that's strange.
What a poor invention. Those and like the back dimple piercings, terrible.
Nah,
Horrible people.
get the horrible
Horrible
people.
people.
I hate you.
Those are disgusting.
Yeah, I couldn't get piercings like that, like on my face, because those are the type of piercings. Like, it's not like the skin, I would assume, doesn't grow that fast. Like, you would see the mark for quite some time.
Yeah.
Like, let's say I got a piercing like on my lip or like on my eyebrow, you'd see like it looked like a pimple or it looked like a hole in my skin for like years, I would assume.
What's your opinion on gauges?
I mean, listen. If you don't care about your life,
Come get a gauge, man. It's right here for you.
If you don't give a fuck about your life, go ahead and get some gauges. This is what Omar's saying.
no, but if you don't give a fuck about the repercussions,
if you don't want anybody to ever take you seriously, get
If you don't ever
gauges.
want a job or a good mortgage rate, get gauges.
all right,
That's-
your
that's
surgeon
all we're
walks
saying.
in, he's got gauges. Your surgeon walks in, he's got gauges.
What's up, bro? Doing a quick invasion of your left metacarpal or
What's up,
whatever
bro?
the fuck it's
Daps you
called.
up.
Look, bro, it's not going to be a good time, bro. You just got to get through it.
Starts talking super like medical terms and all this shit. No, but I mean like if you don't care about the repercussions, because those take forever to close back
You're
up.
offending so many people right now.
Oh, you look goofy.
Look, I didn't get to finish. Look, because you got to deal with the repercussions. Like
Yeah.
that shit won't close up for a long time.
Yeah.
But they do look kind of cool.
They look hilarious to me.
Gio?
Don't they look kind of cool?
When
Not
you
the
take
huge
them out
ones,
your ear-
but like a medium one.
When you take them out your ear, they look like goofy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just droopy ears and shit.
So
It's
what do you
hilarious.
what do you think, Gio?
They got psychic
I
powers.
hate gauges. Like
What-
the big old gauges.
Let's say like a
Weird.
decent like the size of a quarter. Let's say you meet a girl, she's so fine and she's cool.
She has
but she has
gauges.
gauges.
At this big age that we are, she has gauges.
And she decided to get them recently.
Oh no, I'm good. I'll
She tried to
pass.
get them recently.
Yeah.
Wait,
She
it's
sounds
not
like
that
a-
easy. You got to stretch them out. It takes a long time.
She sounds like a
But she's been
troublemaker.
doing them.
But
Like,
let's say she has a plan to make them real big.
she's on
Like,
the path, and like
let's say
she's telling you, I'm
she
gonna
wants
keep
something like
going.
the size of like a silver dollar, like the
Oh.
fucking, like a big like. But she's real fine.
She
she's
sounds like
cool.
a troublemaker.
Of a
She
CD.
sounds like a bad type of girl I don't want to be around.
I wouldn't bring her home to my mother. My mother would not be pleased.
Not with those gauges.
Not with those gauges. I could put a hockey disc in there. I ain't gonna do that.
Oh, my mom gave me shit for like 2 weeks when I got my earrings, my hoop earrings.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Michael
Call me
Jordan
gay in
had hoop
Spanish a
earrings.
lot. She called me-
If Michael Jordan can have it, why
Hey
can't
man,
I?
if MJ could do it, that shit ain't gay.
That's what
MJ
I
was
said.
fucking millions of women.
yeah,
Yeah, MJ's a little weirdo.
those are always the best people to
course.
bring up in those situations, like tattoo or earrings or whatever. Athletes,
Oh, absolutely.
look at
Oh, yeah.
him. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So like,
LeBron has tattoos.
LeBron has tattoos,
LeBron
and look
has
where he
tattoos.
is.
Come on, man. Why can't I have tattoos?
And parents, stupid logic. They're like, he's got a point.
He's got a point.
He's not lying. It's
He is
true.
Le- he
No,
is
it's true.
LeBron.
I googled it. It's right.
He's right.
He's right.
That's hilarious.
Nah, I mean honestly, would I care if my kid had tattoos?
Nah.
Not necessarily, but it depends where and depends what the tattoo is.
What if he came home with like a visible tattoo on his forearm? Let's say he's like 18.
Nah.
don't
Something
care.
stupid, but like
I don't
it's
care.
visible.
It's too visible.
I mean, yeah, at a young age, yeah, I don't
It's
think
too
you should,
visible.
because you don't know what you really want to do yet.
Exactly.
I don't care.
But hopefully by that age, that's one thing that like no one should give a fuck about. It's so silly that you wouldn't hire someone because they have a visible tattoo.
Yeah, I think by the
Yeah.
time we have kids, no one will care because the
Why would
people
you care?
hiring them will have tattoos.
yeah.
Yeah,
You got
they-
this far. Like it's not like
It's not like a tattoo's gonna be like, yo, this he's irresponsible.
yeah.
Shit like that's going away. Just like the beards. Beards were not a thing, but like
Yeah.
back when I was in office, like a lot of guys had beards. Like it was popular. Like it's just people do it.
Yeah,
like
I'm
why
about to say-
would you try to prevent someone from trying to look like how they want to look? Like why should they have to conform to how some of the senior members of your company look? You know what I mean? Like
'Cause
that
they look
doesn't
like-
make
they look
absolute
like-
sense to me.
They look like goofs anyways. I don't want to look like
Like right? Aren't we all supposed to have a sense of individuality? Like
Absolutely.
you want me to be that much of a cog in the machine that I have to look like you pieces of shit too?
Well, yes, exactly. That's exactly what they want.
That is exactly what they want. Yeah,
They
we know
like-
the right way.
Yeah, I'm
You
about to say.
stick with us. You go.
You,
Stick
you
with us.
represent our
Shave your beard.
I'm
you
gonna talk some
represent our
shit.
business.
I had a past job, discount tire. we can bleep it out if we want to.
Discount tire.
What are they going to sue us? Discount
Yeah,
tire.
exactly.
I used to work over there. So you're sweating a lot. You're working on tires in a garage. It's hot as fuck most of the time in Texas.
Mm-hmm.
And they want you shaving. They want you to be clean shaven. Like the most for someone who grows hair at my speed, which isn't even that fast, it would have to be at least every other day if I was working back-to-back shifts.
Oh my god,
Bro, you're breaking out like a motherfucker.
That's too much shaving, dude.
My neck is the one that grows the fastest. Like I'd be breaking out like in the crease of my neck. I hated it, and they wouldn't allow you to work if you came in with like stubble that's too long.
And that's such a
I'd be like-
stupid like traditionalist view.
Yeah, bro, I'm down here squatting down, putting tires on cars. You're gonna tell me I have to go shave?
Honestly, dude,
They're not even talking to me.
I'm gonna say this right now. Fuck tradition. I don't
Yeah.
believe in tradition. Like just because some asshole 100 years ago thought we should start doing this and pass it on doesn't necessarily mean it's relevant to me now.
Yeah.
What's
Absolutely.
relevant to me now is relevant to me.
I've never
That-
understood the point of it. to be honest.
Absolutely.
Like the whole aspect and thinking of traditional values is like, why would you try to carry on something from a different time? We are in the future.
That's
you
a
know
good
what I mean?
point.
Like,
Yeah,
why are
exactly.
you trying to bring back or retain something from a long time ago when you weren't even alive.
You know what else they was
Things are
retaining
changing.
back then? Women couldn't vote.
Women couldn't vote. There were slaves. All kinds of horrible
Exactly.
shit.
Beating on
like,
women, yeah.
like the whole fucking statement of "Make America Great Again." What the fuck is that supposed to mean?
but- yeah.
When was this
That
bitch ever
was-
great?
that
Go
was
back
just
to the
a goof.
90s, the
for-
80s,
maybe
70s.
for white people, yeah, maybe
In
For-
the
in
1920s,
50s.
they want the Roaring Twenties back.
You guys remember when America was awesome?
When America was great.
America was so
Back
good.
when we had separate restaurants for different colored people. What kind of fucked up shit is that?
That's what I
man?
was saying. I was like, bro, what time were y'all born in? Like, what was the
Exactly.
world? Well, I know what the world was like for them, but for everybody else, not a good time. Not a great place to be at all the time.
Some folks just evil, man.
Some folks are just dumb. I'm gonna just say that. Some
Oh,
people
yeah.
are just, I don't know. Some people are just idiotic.
Yeah, it's that tradition shit. Yeah, like those fucking stupid little rural towns where they keep voting Republican no matter what, or they keep voting for like
Yeah.
the worst things, like no change, no nothing.
Sometimes I get it because they want to like. A lot of people in those towns that they wanted to stay just for them, which is dumb.
Which is
And that's-
dumb.
and that's why they're losing people.
Because there's better things out there.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's why they're
yeah.
losing people.
Way
Yeah,
better
because then they have
things.
children. The children go off to college and they're like, oh, this isn't bad. These guys are cool
I'm
as
not
fuck.
being-
I'm staying here. Why the fuck would I go back to my
Are you-
fucking 1,000 people population town?
Oh yeah, man.
Fuck that, dude.
Are you telling me Republicans don't like Migos? I mean, come on, man.
they love me.
They
The young
love 'em.
ones. I mean, come on.
They love
Yeah.
me.
And
So-
those are the people, that love hit. Those are the people that you will find at Amigos concert.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
You won't find a bunch of black folks there.
You know how many white people I've had put their arm around me when a Migos song is playing?
Bro, I love this song.
Countless.
I love this song.
I love
dude.
them.
They start using the N word.
Oh yeah,
I'm sure you've experienced that
That
before.
is
That's
wild.
fucking-
I've been in the club. You know where the DJ like takes the beat off, like
Yeah.
and it's quiet so everybody can like yell the word. I've seen plenty white men yell the N word.
Oh, no.
When the DJ
Bro.
does that, and it's kind of funny to me. It's very funny. Just
is.
the
Oh,
awkward
man.
looks that every black person gives each other is
It's just
amazing.
like,
Just
oh
real
my
quick.
God, these
It's like-
fucking guys.
And I'm sure all the white people in your vicinity are like, is he cool with this? He's
Yeah.
pretty tall. Is he gonna, is he gonna do something?
It's hilarious.
Oh man, it's a fucked up world we live in, but you know we're getting.
It is
by,
what it
boys.
is.
and I think it's a good note to end on.
Yeah, love your neighbors.
Love your neighbors.
Love
thy
your
neighbors.
neighbors. Don't cheat. And,
or cheat.
Or
Just be
cheat.
smart.
Don't get
Don't get
Don't get
caught.
don't get gauges.
don't get gauges. Omar hates gauges. If you have
Just
gauges,
joking.
don't ever talk to him.
I like gauges.
He doesn't take you seriously. All right, bye everybody.
Bye
Bye, all.
guys.
Thanks.